I am in shock right now. So tomorrow is my birthday, and in light of that, I thought it would be really fun to go to one of my favorite antique stores. Now, I don't frequent it a lot because it's a antique store. It's not a thrift antique store. So, the prices are a little bit more expensive there. But I thought, it's my birthday, and if I find something really special or something that I really want, maybe I'll treat myself. I don't know if I'm gonna buy anything, but I figured I would bring you all along with me just to have some fun today. So let's get going. I already have so much excitement just walking up. I also have my mom with me today, so that makes it even more special because I love going shopping with her. Right off the bat here, I think I'm gonna have to eat my words. I'm seeing so many good porch items that are 50% off. This canvas right here is free, and this gold frame, it's so beautiful for only $25. This romantic black and white one is also only $2, and I'm gonna keep this one in the back of my head. Oh man, we should have bought this driftwood decor for $5. It could have been decorated in so many places, but we were trying to hang in there because we haven't even gotten off the porch yet, and we need to go inside and see what they have. I'm such a fan of copper, almost more than silver and gold, and I have to say that this would be so beautiful in a kitchen window with basil or rosemary inside of it. This vintage caged bird lamp is so fun. It was also 50% off, so that put it at only $60. So much more character than a retail find. I love this. I've been informed that this entire booth is 90% off, and I'm spotting an entire bottle of Dior perfume. Stop it. This is gonna cost me $5. This is another luxury perfume for $40, so that puts it at $4, and it smells amazing too. I don't need this, but how adorable is this strawberry shaped cookie jar priced at $50, so it's only $5. Very hard to pass on, but I think I'm gonna save this for the next person. What I thought could be a pricier adventure is quickly turning into an insane thrifting adventure, so let's keep browsing this booth. I love this vintage teardrop pearl necklace with the silver flower detail. They've got it marked at $20, so it's only $2. I am for sure bringing this home with me. How in the world did I miss this sitting next to the perfume bottles? I don't even know what is happening right now. Everything in this booth is 90% off. I just found a vintage, actually I think it's vintage. Yeah, it's vintage. It's a Y2K authentic Coach bag. It was originally priced at $50, and that means that it is a $5 Coach bag. I feel bad. I feel like I'm robbing this place right now. I thought this was a really darling hanging basket. I just didn't have a vision for it. Let me know how you would style something like this, but so cute for only $2. What do we have here? A massive set of beautiful oval mid-century modern capiz shell placemats. Unbelievable. Priced at $50, so that is $5 for all of these. I have no idea what these are worth, but I would imagine a lot. I've got to bring these home. I don't always lean mid-century when it comes to my style, but I really feel like I can work with these, and I am so excited. I don't know how to slice this any other way other than I am in shock right now. I'm in shock, like pure shock. My mom loves little Dutch inspired things, and she found these embroidered tea towels to add to her collection. If I had $150 to splurge with, this Fox Butler lamp quite possibly is one of the coolest lamps I have ever seen at an antique store. Now, this is actually a reproduction of a vintage style phone, but I thought that the price was actually super reasonable for how unique and beautiful it was. Just $40, and I'm very much contemplating bringing this home with me. I'm gonna keep browsing, but it's high on the list. This is a stunning brass 3-arm candelabra. I actually still think about this one all the time, and if I go back and it is still there next time, I'm gonna get it. It would be lovely just about anywhere. Now, I'm not always a fan of painted furniture, but I do think this one is tastefully done, especially for a little girl's room. Love this little black and white steam engine. Such a beautiful, eclectic addition to a boy's room. Oh my goodness, this looks like a fountain to me. I don't know if this works, but I just called my husband. He's an engineer and he's very confident that he can fix it. So I think I'm gonna grab this for my shade garden. Oh, this horse picture is a dream. It's out of my price range, but I would snag this one up so fast if I could afford it. How rich and beautiful is this floral oil painting? I would love to see this in a moodier bedroom over someone's bed. This light fixture tempted me so hard, I almost got it for my kitchen. It would be perfect in size, but I actually have my heart set on something with a little crystal detailing, so I decided to pass even though it just barely missed the mark. Beautiful oval vintage rug here. What stands out to me is how easily this could slide into most spaces. If you love richness, it's got the black details, and if you love softness, it's got the cream and the sage as well. It is just so pretty to me. My home doesn't lean coastal, but my heart always goes pitter patter when I see something vintage with ships like this on it. I don't know, it just looks so nice to me. I thought this horse was going to be super heavy, but apparently it is a vintage leather horse. Never seen anything like it, but a super cool piece for shelf styling. Okay, hear me out. How adorable would this be in a nursery? Someone did an incredible job painting this with the whimsy of the balloons mixed with the soft baby colors and the gold frames. It just brought me so much joy. Okay, I am back home now and it is a brand new day and we are ready to style. This is our bedroom. I didn't show my bedroom in my thrifted home tour, mainly because I don't have a ton of thrifted items in this room other than the duvet. And it wasn't really thrifted, although finding a good deal is technically thrifting. I got this off of eBay. It was still new. It was a Pottery Barn, but I got it for, I think a fourth of the price. But I digress. What I've been itching to restyle is my dresser. Now, I have not liked this area in a long time. I made this little bowl. Actually, that bowl is thrifted. But I made this bowl with rocks in it, and I was hoping that I could display all my perfumes inside of it. And I don't know why, but I never truly loved the way it turned out. And of course, things are just getting a little cluttered with random things because we're human and that's what happens sometimes. So I am going to clear all of this off so I can have a fresh canvas and brand new eyes. So since my table seats 6, and actually in all reality there's only 4 of us, but I went ahead and set it for 6, I still have 2 more remaining that I can play with, and I don't think that they have to be placemats. I think that they could be used as a tray of some sort, and I think that the color palette of this and the nice shine looks beautiful in my more neutral room with all of the beiges and the gray tones. So I think I'm gonna try to use one of these here on my dresser. I'm hoping to put some perfume and some pretty things on it, but we'll just have to play around and see. So let's get started. Since I'm moving the lamp to the other side of the dresser, I feel like this area is going to need some height. So I'm starting off with this crystal vase with hydrangeas that I thrifted a while back, and I really love how the clear crystal is translating on the shell mat. So I also grabbed this candy dish with a lid that I thrifted a while back. I use this mostly around Christmas time for peppermints and things like that for a pop of red, but I'm going to repurpose it in my bedroom for my smaller perfume samplers until I'm ready to use it again for the holidays. This Dior bottle is so beautiful. We have to display it as well. I cannot believe that I paid $5 for an entire bottle. I've always loved the smell of it, but never wanted to dish out $115 or more for it. I also thought this $2 vintage strand of pearls would look beautiful, effortlessly laying in the rest of the empty space of the tray. I also quickly did some research on this perfume and it retails for $132. So $4 even for a half a bottle was a steal, and this smells amazing. Moving on to the other side of the dresser now, and I'm just playing around to see what I want to do. Since I've used a lot of crystal, I'm thinking that this frame might complement it, but I missed my books and I missed my seashell. So I think that I'm gonna go ahead and layer those back on instead. I've also got this darling picture I thrifted a while back and have yet to find a home for it. I do think this little girl lounging is so cute, so I'm going to leave it, but I can always switch this out to a personalized photo in the future. And here is the finished look. I did decide to add in a dusty mauve candlestick next to the perfume tray, and I just love the way that this turned out. It's certainly a lot fresher and just overall calmer to me than it was before. Let's move on now to the dining room. If you are new here, this is our everyday dining room setup. I love dressing up my table, but this is by far the most practical way to keep it with messy eaters around the house. If you've got kids of your own or grandkids, then you just already know. I do think this switch up will possibly be the second most practical though, since these shell placemats are very, very large and they are super easy to wipe off as well. I don't necessarily think the coloring of my table is going to work well with the look of the placemats. I think a black table or a darker wood would look incredible though. So because of that, I'm going to add an ivory tablecloth as the base layer. Now I'm adding in the oval placemats. I'm going to start with all 6, one on each seat. My hunch is that it's going to be a bit cluttered with how small our table is, but let's just play around and see. Instead of using my white china, I'm using our everyday black dishes. They aren't anything fancy, but that's what makes it more practical and realistic, and I really like how the black adds a lot of depth to the table. I have this vase that I thrifted a while back sitting on my entertainment center, and there's something about it that feels like the same vibe and maybe the same time period as the vintage placemats. So we're gonna try this one in the middle as a centerpiece. So after stepping back, I did decide to remove the two placemats on the end chairs. So I'm just using four now. And I think it just allowed a lot more breathing room for the table, in my opinion, and it looks a lot more balanced now. In this vase, it's perfect to me. I think it adds this really nice, beautiful, textured, organic touch. Just in case you're wondering, I did do a little research on the Capiz shell mats, and it looks like they will set you back about $100 for a set of 8. So I'm still blown away that I only paid $5 for all of these. Before we head outside to the shade garden to show you my very favorite thrift flip of the day, I also wanted to give you a close-up of my new Coach bag. I don't typically love things with lots of flashy logos, but this one is just a classic and it feels nostalgic in the best way. And of course, who passes up on a Coach bag for $5? The condition of it is incredible with very, very light signs of wear at all. And of course, since it's brown, it really goes with just about any outfit. Some of you have been asking for a little tour of my shade garden that I've been working on for a couple of years now. A lot of the blooms in it are finished doing their thing for the season, one of which is my beautiful pink lily on the far end cap over there. I'll insert a photo so you can see it. My mother-in-law actually found this on the side of the road. They were going to throw it away and she revived it and gave it to me. I've got a few thrifted planters throughout it, one of which is these sweet little babies. And all of these ferns were actually free. They came from my mom's property. She lives in a wooded area and her land is covered in these perennial ferns, which has truly been such a blessing. I really wanted this space to not be overly structured or organized. I just wanted a spot that I could grab things at the garden center as I see them and just have fun with it. It might not look like much to you guys, but truly it has been honest work out here. My mother-in-law got me a pink Zephyrin Druin, which is a rose bush that works well in shaded areas. And my husband got me this large arch trellis for my birthday, so I've been working on training it. I also thrifted this lamp and bowl to create a little bird bath. I just took the shade off and used a heavy-duty epoxy to glue the bowl on top. It's actually fallen over several times and somehow hasn't come apart, so I would say that it's doing its job. Let's move on to the fountain now. My husband had it in working order in only one day. I couldn't believe it. I was actually willing to plant flowers in it if all else fails, but I am so thrilled that I can use it for its original intention, and just the sound of fountains creates such an ambiance to the shade garden. A sweet little surprise my husband found inside the fountain as he was taking it apart to fix it were the two women holding the water jugs on the outside of it. I loved it before, but they definitely add so much beauty and character. This fountain greatly exceeded my expectations. I just thought it was lovely as is. I had no idea there would be lights and all these lovely additions, and I can't wait for this space to transform in the next few years. I did a little mock-up of a photo of what it might look like in time, and I'll insert that here. It's just the vision. I may have to get another rose bush on the other side to get it this full, but I do think that it is going to be beautiful no matter what. Well, guys, what did you think? What I thought was going to be a trip of me splurging a little for my birthday turned out to be one of the greatest thrifting adventures of all time. I have never scored this many high quality and luxury items before for such little money. And I'm still speechless over it. What a birthday treat. Let me know which purchase or space was your favorite. If you made it this far, thank you so much for spending some time with me today, and I will see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.